Hey folks, if you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe now and also ring that bell to get notifications on my content. Now, let's get into this comic. First off, we have a new writer leading the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics going forward. Margaret Bennett, a best-selling writer known for specific titles with Marvel and DC. Now mind you, I'm unfamiliar with her work, but after reading this issue, I am definitely a fan and intrigued on this new direction the Power Ranger comics are going. Page 1, we get dialogue from Grace Sterling as she is piloting the Promethea. This issue does a good job catching us up on the particular group of Rangers and explaining the consequences after the battle with Lord Draken. This mixed bag of Rangers are in serious trouble. A lack of resources, they are away from home and have no idea of, if home still exists. Plus, they are in a part of the universe that is literally dying, but looks so beautiful. Going forward, we get a really cool moment where Tyler, the Red Dino Charge Ranger, finds out Heckle is now a Power Ranger. The timing of his revelation was perfect. What the heck? I see what you did there, Marg, and I like it. If any of you guys got that, it's in the writing, you get it, but I just thought that was really cool. What happens next shifts the tone of this comic completely. The Rangers' powers start to fade away. At this point, Grace Sterling has a meeting with everyone on board and encourages them to help in any way they can to keep everyone alive and find a way back home. We then get an image of the Promethea ship and many of the Rangers and civilians working on a way to sustain the ship's power. The dialogue here from Grace Sterling is really cool and speaks to the tone of this comic. But what is life for a Ranger cut off from the Morphin grid? A handful of troubled Rangers with a handful of troubled Morphs remaining. No Morphers, no Zords, no way home. What do we become when we face the end of everything? Now some might say, damn, Power Rangers got dark. But I would argue and say Power Rangers, it got depth. Meaning the storytelling has a specific direction and makes you feel true emotion along the journey. My friends, that is what we call good writing. Now, in the command center of Promethea, they pick up on a distress signal, which could be possible life in this strange universe and possible help and resources. The Promethea is wearing down, and this group of survivors need to act fast. So Grace has Kimberly get her team together, and of course, it's Morphin time. I gotta say, I really do love the look of the mixed bag of Rangers. To me, it has that Justice League Unlimited feeling to it. If any of you watched that show back in the day, maybe you get what I'm saying here, especially with the Promethea ship. As the Rangers take off to explore, a small shuttle approaches the Promethea, and soon the team realizes they were just bait for a trap. The Solar Ranger makes her debut, and she seems to be rather glitchy in her physical appearance at first. Now, in my mind, I was hearing the sound of static radio in the background when she was on page, or is there music playing? Does the Solar Ranger have a theme? Does she have like a theme song? Because there were like music notes hovering over her head when she first appeared. I don't know, that's just something that I noticed. Anyway, Carone does her best to protect the ship and soon realizes why the Rangers' powers are draining in this universe. It's because of this new Ranger, who apparently steals power in a world with no Morphin grid. The Solar Rangers soon vanished after stealing power. Carone contacts Andros, letting him know what happened. We see that the Rangers' powers are gone, and at a terrible time, as these alien creatures / dogs, whatever the heck they are circled around the team, ready to attack. To be continued. Holy crap, if you thought you were getting a break from good storytelling in a dark Power Rangers story arc after Shattered Grid, you guessed wrong. This comic definitely keeps that momentum going, but also does something completely different. It's not about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. Don't do me wrong, I'm all for, the original team / cast, and I'm excited to see, down the road what's going on with those characters. But there truly is something refreshing about seeing a mixed group of Rangers from multiple teams united as one new team. Like I said from the beginning, I am definitely a new fan of Margaret Bennett, and I'm on board with where these comics are going. I felt legitimately like I was watching an episode of the show. As I read through this comic, from start to finish. The stakes were high, the Rangers lost their powers, a new character reveal, and a cliffhanger ending. This issue going beyond the grid was a perfect follow-up of the Shattered Grid, and I'm also curious who the Solar Ranger is. Also, at the end of this comic, we get the adventures of Blue Centurion and Ninjor. Be sure to give that a read as well. As always, if you are new to my channel or page, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and share, and ring that bell to stay notified of my future content. Please be sure to comment on this video. Let me know what you guys thought about this comic. Have you read it? Have you picked it up at the comic book shop or downloaded it on Comixology, whatever, online source that you are using? Let me know what you guys thought about this comic, and, be sure to share your thoughts. I love hearing from you guys as well. Until next time, guys, wham, bam, boom.